All right, let's get into it. We're going to pull back the curtain on the hidden rules of AI conversations. You know, the secret patterns that make some of them feel amazing, and, let's be honest, why so many of them just don't.
Have you ever found yourself literally arguing with a chatbot? Yeah, me too. We've all been there. You're just trying to get one simple thing done, and you're hit with that endless loop of, I don't understand. It's so frustrating, right? Here's the thing, though. What if I told you that frustration you're feeling? It's not an accident. A lot of the time, it's actually a design problem. But the good news, the really great AI assistants, the ones that feel surprisingly human, well, they've already cracked the code. So today, that's what we're doing. We're revealing the design secrets that make all the difference. We're going to break down exactly what separates a genuinely helpful assistant from, a digital brick wall.
And this quote from Kathy Pearl, who's a huge deal in this space at Google, just nails it. She says, "Conversation design is essentially, at its heart, teaching computers to communicate like humans and not the other way around." And that's the whole point, isn't it? It's not our job to learn how to speak robot. It's about teaching the tech to speak human.
Okay, so let's start at the very beginning, the first hello. This first big pattern is called onboarding, and it is all about getting the conversation started on the right foot.
I mean, think about it. When you talk to another person, you have all this context, right? Social cues, body language. A bot has none of that. So it has to set the stage immediately. It needs to tell you the rules of the game so you know exactly what you can do.
Okay, check this out. This is a perfect example. On the don't side, you have, how can I help you? That sounds helpful, but it's actually terrible. It puts all the pressure on you. You're left thinking, I don't know, what can you do? But look at the do side. Hi, I can help you book an appointment or check store hours. Boom. Right away, you know your options. It's a tiny change, but it removes all the guesswork.
So really, the perfect first hello is a simple three-step recipe. Greet the user, say what you do, and give them clear choices. That's it. It just sets the user up for success and gets the whole thing moving smoothly from the get-go.
All right, so we've started the conversation. Now, how do we keep it going? The next big challenge is keeping that flow, that rhythm. And this is all about two things: turn-taking and clarifying, just like a real chat.
You know, a good conversation has a natural back and forth. It's not about one person just dumping a huge wall of text. It's more like a dance, or maybe a game of tennis. It's a rally with short, clear exchanges.
So here's what that looks like. The user serves, "I'd like to book a flight to Chicago." Simple, clear. And then the bot returns the serve, "Okay, Chicago, what day would you like to leave?" See what it did there? It's so smart. First, it confirms it heard right by saying Chicago. And second, it only asks for the one next thing it needs. It doesn't ask for the date, time, and number of passengers all at once. It keeps the rally going, one shot at a time.
But what happens when the bot isn't totally sure what you said? This is a critical moment. A bad bot will just guess, and probably guess wrong, which leads right back to that frustration. But a good bot, it'll actually pause and ask for clarification. It basically admits, hey, I need a little help here.
And there are actually different ways to do this, depending on how high the stakes are. For something super important, like confirming a payment, you need what's called an explicit confirmation. Did you say Tuesday at 3 p.m.? Please say yes or no. No room for error. But for something low stakes, like ordering a pizza, you can use an implicit confirmation. Okay, adding one large pizza to your order. This gives you a chance to jump in and say, whoa, no, I want a pepperoni. It's all about matching the level of confirmation to how bad it would be if things went wrong.
Okay, now for the moment of truth. Handling mistakes. This is where most bots just completely fall apart. But it's also the place where the best ones really shine, and more importantly, build your trust.
And this is so crucial. Think about it. One single poorly handled error can completely erase dozens of good interactions you just had. One frustrating dead end, and a user might just give up on the whole thing forever. It can all be undone in a single moment.
And here it is, the message we all know and hate. Error, request not understood. It's so useless. It gives you nothing. No help, no next step. It's basically the conversational equivalent of having a door slammed in your face.
So what's the better way? It's called failing gracefully, and it's a simple formula. First, you just acknowledge the mistake and apologize. Sorry, I didn't get that. Then, you try to get the person back on track by suggesting things they can do. And this is the most important part. You always offer an escape hatch, a way out. Like, would you like to talk to a person?
This shows the user they're not trapped in some digital maze, and that builds a ton of trust.
Okay, so let's put it all together. Let's recap what these core patterns look like when they're all working in harmony.
These are really the 5 core patterns for any great AI conversation. You've got onboarding to set expectations right away. You have turn-taking to create that natural back-and-forth rhythm. You use clarifying questions to make sure you're on the right track. And when things inevitably go sideways, you have good error handling and those crucial fallback strategies to always provide a path forward. Put them all together, and you get something that feels genuinely helpful.
Because at the end of the day, this is about more than just making a bot that works. Following these hidden rules is really about building trust. It's about making us, the users, feel like we're being heard and understood, which is all we really want from any conversation, human or not.
So now you know the secrets. You're in on it. And I guarantee you're going to start seeing these patterns everywhere. You'll notice when they're done well, and you'll definitely notice when they're missing. So the next time you talk to an AI, ask yourself, what patterns can you spot?